Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to Software Inc. Alpha 9. I hope you're having a wonderful day because here at NerdResoft Studios, well, we're sitting on a lot of money. I feel like that's the way to open today's episode. We're sitting on £1.1 billion with a couple of hundred million, I do believe, in insurance. Yeah, £393 million in the insurance fund. So we're doing okay for ourselves. I think that's fair to say. We're currently porting Bug Blocker 4 over to 51 different operating systems in an effort to help it sell a little bit better. If we look at our releases, Bug Blocker 4 is here. It didn't really sell. It didn't do very well at all, in fact. A lot of units in stock. Over half of the units sold have been refunded. Yeah, things are not going well with that particular product. Now, something I would like to do today is I would like to come over to this building here because this building needs to be expanded a little bit. I want to go ahead and I want to make another floor up here. So we're going to go into construction mode for a second and we're going to just lay out all of this the way we usually do, just like so. We're going to take it up to about there. And this floor is going to have a couple of different things on it. What I'd like to do is get a meeting room up here. I would also like to get a canteen up here. I'd like to get a couple of things up here, really. So, I'll be honest, it probably would have made more sense to just duplicate the floor down below and merge all the rooms into one. So let me select that entire building floor. Let me duplicate it like so and throw it just to there. That's a little bit wrong there. I would like to delete that entire floor of the building because that's just not at all right. Good start. Good job, me. Select all of that again, just like so, and then duplicate and throw it just there. All right, so job done. Let me then select all of this space. Maybe that just becomes the canteen there. No, that'll be fine. Let me select all of this space and merge the rooms like that. Let me select all of the furniture in here and delete it all for a second. And then I'm thinking that what we do is we have the rooms in sort of different places. So I'm thinking that the kitchen doesn't need to be huge here. So that's going to be a kitchen right there. The canteen could do with being a bit larger. So the canteen's going to go like that, and it's going to come over to there and in like that, and that should be fine. What we can then do is we have a bathroom there. We're going to have... Are my elevators... Oh yeah, I deleted the elevators, didn't I? I totally did that. Elevator there, and elevator just there. We could put some bathrooms in this little space here, which I don't think would be a terrible idea. I also want to put the door for the kitchen there. I want a door for the kitchen there. And I want a door for the canteen to go just there. So that should be fine. But yeah, we could totally throw a couple more bathrooms just into that spot. And that seems totally fine by me. Now this room over here, I think we can make into a lounge, I suppose. I don't think that'd be a terrible idea. So let me just make like a little square room there with a glass thing on it, because why not? Then I want to bring the lounge out a bit like this. And that'll be totally okay. Entrance to the lounge. Oh, there's a... Wait, what? It's just a regular... Has that always been in the game? Has that... Hold on a minute. Has that... That's not always been in the game, right? Is that extendable? Oh my god. Wait, that's not... Has that always been in the game? I feel like I might have... I feel like I've not seen that before. That's really, really strange, because I've wanted things like that for hallways like this. Well, not quite like that, but spaces like this where I can technically have two different rooms, but it is just an archway. That's pretty cool. All right, I'll take it. Don't know if it's always been in the game, and maybe I've just missed it. Or I've just forgotten that it existed or something, but that, I like it. I do. Let me say that the lounge is actually just going to have an open door on it like that. So they'll have to be a little bit quiet in there. Then the meeting rooms. I mean, I don't really know what way to do those. I'm not entirely certain. What I think I will do is something like this. Then a bathroom there, because why not? We'll just get a lot of bathrooms up here because we might as well. This can be... That can maybe be like a little sort of general seating area or something. I know this layout's pretty bad, by the way. It's not spectacular by any stretch of the imagination. Let's see. If I come from here and we go like... Oh, is that even going to work? No, where would I have to put the angle? I'd have to put an angled bit of wall there to have those line up properly. So we're not going to do that. We'll do this kind of thing. And bring that over to there. And that can be some sort of meeting room. And this can also be some sort of meeting room in there. So it's a weirdly laid out floor. Very, very weirdly laid out floor, but that's probably all right. What we'll do is have meeting room door number 1 just there. And the second meeting room door can go there. And that seems fine. These rooms are all going to need doors like that. This little room over here already has a door. And this space here is going to have some kind of... it's going to be changed a little bit, actually. Let me merge those rooms, and then let me put an archway just like that, I think. It's a very weirdly open space, but I kind of like it. So, we're going to keep the hallways as they are. I actually am going to change the lounge there so that it does just have a door on it, because that kind of makes sense. That's all fine as well. I know I don't need these archways, but I like them. I've just found them. I want to use them. So, the meeting rooms are going to have a different style to the other rooms. So the interior color on these is going to be more of a kind of darkish red color. They're going to be, darker rooms in general. Dark reds, warm wood tones and all that stuff. Hallways up here are going to be the same as the hallways down below. This is a canteen. So the interior is going to be more of a sort of light pink with a gray floor. And that seems fine. We'll duplicate that style for the kitchen as well. Then this room in here is the lounge, which can have a different color scheme as well. Interior walls are going to be sort of a purple color with a bit of a sort of greenish floor. It's a bit of a weird color scheme, but we'll go with it because it's fine. There we go. So that'll be the lounge, and that'll be good. I also realized I need to select this entire floor and change the exterior color. So the exterior on this needs to be more like that, I think. And does that work? Yeah, that matches the scheme. That's fine. All right, so let's get this whole place furnished. It's going to take a couple of minutes, but that's totally okay. We can do the usual and cut it out of the video. And there we go. We have ourselves 2 meeting rooms. They're obviously not very big. We have a decent canteen here, and we have another lounge up here as well, which will hopefully keep everybody nice and happy. Now, what I am going to go ahead and do is I'm going to hire some more cooks who are going to come in. That's 5 coming in at 8 a.m. Let's get 5 more. So that's 10 coming in 8 a.m. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. Who are then going to come in at 1 p.m., I guess? No, they can come in at 12 p.m. is when they're going to arrive here. And then I want another 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. So from you to there. And you're going to come in at 4 p.m. and apply. And then another 10 for 8 p.m. So that is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. And that is 8 p.m. and apply. And that's not really okay, though, because we need them to come in at 12 a.m. now. Oh, God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Coming in at 12 a.m. 12 a.m. and apply. And that's fine. There's going to be 4 hours where the kitchens aren't being worked in. And that's probably completely fine, / hopefully completely fine. We'll see what happens. A couple of people using the lounge there, which is certainly nice to see. We should have our employees coming in, the new employees coming in fairly soon as well, which will be beautiful news. Alright, so Bug Blocker 4 has been ported quite a bit. It still hasn't really made money, which is upsetting, shall we say. It made £31,000 last month. It's not selling. Most of the units have been refunded. So, I have a feeling things aren't going too great. Where are you off to? You're looking for a computer? I feel like a lot of you were just up here for a break, to be honest. Which is fine. I mean, if you want to take a break, go for it. Just, a lot of you seem to be... Hold on, why are so many of you just sat there? Dev 4C, no computer available. I have my doubts that there is no computer available for Dev 4C. Like, I really, really have my doubts on that one. Dev 4A. Who is he? He is any role, really? Why is that? Why is there an any role on Dev 4C? Dev 4C, HR, options, force role, there you go. That's probably the problem. Did I miss any other forced role things? I don't believe so. So you are going to be changed up to be something else. You're an artist. Which means you are not going to go and actually do some work. So I assume that Dev 4C this entire time has not been doing anything. Let me just double check and make sure that 4B is fine and 4A is fine. I'm going to go through all of these and just make sure. So Dev 1A is... I know Dev 1A is working fine. You're fine. You are fine. Just got to make sure that forced roles are on for everybody. So that's totally okay. Next up is going to be you, and you're fine, you're fine. Looks like all of them are okay. OS Dev, oh hello. OS Dev phone. Enable, please. Absolutely enable the forced roles there, because that should have been enabled from the get-go. The computer one is enabled as well. So, oh my god, I just noticed. Console OS. Oh no, Computer OS, May 2015. That's what we were looking for! We were looking for a release in 2015. That's beautiful! We have releases every year. We have nothing coming out this year. But in March of 2011, we're going to release our first CMS. Oh, that's perfect. I kind of hope these other operating systems get like 2017, 2018 going, because that would be beautiful. I'm so happy with that right now. That's amazing. I really like this building as well. I love that the couriers spend most of their time just sat up here going, yeah, I've got nothing to collect, so just figured I'd sit in here and just hope for best, really. Did those cooks just come up here to make food and then take it elsewhere? I feel like this is not getting used. I feel like no, this canteen up here is not getting any love. A cook is unable to find a stove. I feel like, if I'm being honest here, how do I assign a room to you? That's me question. Can I, like, click this room and assign it? There you go. So that cook has been assigned to a room. So that cook will at least use that kitchen, which is beautiful, but then goes elsewhere. They don't put food in this canteen. Like, what do they want me to do here? Like, you, can I assign you to that room? Yeah. So you're going to use that. There we go. And can I do the same with you? Can I say you use that one? Don't unify the style. I want to assign you. Assign that room and assign that room. And both of you are going to be assigned that room. So there we go. They're going to start using it. That's what I want to see. That canteen's finally getting some love. That's beautiful news. People can finally eat. They're not going to be starving anymore and complaining about losing weight while at work. Because that's basically what they were doing. So you come to work, you're going to lose all of your weight because we don't feed you. I also realize we really do need to get more cleaning. Like, every floor I look at is just filthy. Like, seriously, seriously filthy. But we do have a lot of cleaning. Like, we do. We have a lot of people that are here to clean, right? Yeah, we have. Let's just get a lot more. Let's just, like, get a ridiculous amount of cleaning staff. And they're all going to come in at, like, the same time as well. Let's just select all of them. And have all of my cleaning staff turn up at, like, 12 a.m. That's 10 a.m. 12 a.m. and apply. So they're going to work from 12 a.m. until 4 a.m. That seems fair. Sure. So all of my cleaning staff show up at midnight. Which is possibly going to be ridiculous. But hopefully some cleaning gets done. Hopefully. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh, hello. June 2013 for the phone OS. So not as far away as I thought it would be. Can we get the console OS thing ready to go? No, we don't have, the thing yet, do we? Oh, we do, finally. So what is it? What's the numbers? It is 15.8.5. Okay. 15, 8, and 5. Preferred age, that. Education, that. Force the rolls, yes. Budget of $1 million. Just like so. And enable. Beautiful. Education cooldown is probably okay. We'll say just minus 10 on it, so 10 people can go on education at any one time. So we should have everybody getting hired for the console operating system work. We should go up to 29 people on that team. 24 people. And 29? 29. There we go. Okay. Beautiful. Right, so what we need to do is we need to start working on that console operating system. So console operating system, it is going to be... Ooh, right. We didn't make Doors Shade. We did Nerdbox. So this is going to be Nerdbox 2, basically. We are just going to do straight up Nerdbox 2, although that's not a very popular franchise. Yeah, Nerdbox 2 for like £99. Not worth much, unfortunately, but that'll be okay. Server is going to be hosting, SCM is going to be Dev 3, and we're going to give that to the console OS team. And there we go. Beautiful. We got that done. Now, there is another thing that we absolutely need to do. We need to expand customer support. Because customer support is not very good right now. So what I'm thinking is I feel like we just get one big customer support team. I feel like that's the way to go about it here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this floor. Because I want to put customer support in this building, to be honest. Just to move them over here. So select and clone that floor. Put that there. Then I want to merge all of these rooms into one unnecessarily big room. So merge all of these together. Can I select that room, please? There we go. And then merge them to start with. That just unified the style. Merge them, please. There we go. Then grab you and you and you and merge them. And then select all of the furniture and delete. And then let's merge those two as well. Then we want to delete the toilet and the light. We obviously need to put the elevators back in here. And what we're going to do with this is, honestly, just cover this floor in desks for customer support, which is maybe a bit of overkill, but I just want customer support. It's really that simple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line this wall with customer support desks all the way up to there. So they're just all of that. They're not going to be sat right beside each other. I am going to leave the standard gap in between them. But just doing this sort of thing the whole way along up to there, we'll leave that one free. We'll give them... I'm tempted to give them laptops, to be honest. Just because I might as well. It'll look a bit different. But we'll give them the modern computer. Just like so. And just go along all of this with the computers like so. Gotta get the cubicle walls in here, of course, just so they're not exposed to each other, I guess. Because, you know, you don't want to look at the people you work with. In fact, I could go one further and do this and properly cut them off from each other. Which I don't usually do. And then if I did that as well, oh my god, give them actual cubicles. I know that this floor was supposed to be about like efficiency and all of that, but I actually kind of like that. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to select all items of furniture except for, hold on, select all items of furniture in this room except for that and except for that. Then duplicate very quickly and rotate once. Then we throw it just in there. Then what we need to do is throw it there and rotate. And then it gets thrown just there and rotate. And then, oh, it's not quite gonna work, is it? It's not quite gonna work. I think that's still a lot of desks, though. That's still a lot of desks. And then what we can do is just put a wall of these along here. That looks absolutely ridiculous, and I love it. Oh my god, that is so silly. Just a massive wall of the cubicle things down here as well. And it's a proper, like, miserable space to work. But everyone, I mean, they all have their own space, so they don't have that much room to complain. The elevators come straight up onto the floor. I think what I'll do is I will give the elevators just, like, a little box sort of around them like that. And I'll do the same on this side, so it comes up like that. We can go for... No, you know what? We'll go for, like, just a straight closed door like that. And that'll be fine. Temperature's going to vary a lot in this room. I imagine it will, to be honest. I don't doubt that for a second, so we'll get some radiators in like that. Apparently that one can't be reached, which is a bit of a pain. So let's get a couple more radiators then. Let's see where I can put them, if anywhere. I can get one there, which is fine. The room is still apparently too warm. There we go. So that'll do it. We'll get another one over there as well. All right. That looks miserable. I want to change the color of this place so that the interior walls are going to be white. So that the floor is it's going to be white. So that all of the cubicle walls are also going to be white. So that all of the computers are going to be white. You're not even going to see the keys on them because they're so bright. In fact, the keys can be black or sort of a gray color. The desks are also, surprise, surprise, going to be white. And that's all that's really going to go in there aside from lights. So we'll get some lights in there just so it's not completely dark. And other than that, that's all the decoration that needs done in customer support. And they are going to love it in there, I'm sure. I'm sure they're happy with this. How many chairs is that? That's 45. Okay, how many people are currently on customer support? Customer support currently has 65. Okay. I'll be honest, that was unexpected. That was a bit unexpected. Okay, let me select this floor very quickly. Select building floor, and then change the exterior color so I can do this properly. The exterior color is going to be changed this way now, so it gets gradually like less orange, which is going to be a bit more tricky than the usual color gradients we go for here, but that looks all right thus far. I do just need to duplicate this floor at this point. So select the floor, clone, go up one. Oh, I'm at the top of the building. Okay, we're not going to be doing that then. Let me select the entire floor and just change the color. So the exterior on this is going to be completely different. The exterior is going to be that color? Nah, that's not right. Let me unify the styles of something here for a second. Let me unify the style of this. Or rather, if I just select all of that and then change the color, the exterior is now the same color as the one down there, right? Yeah. Okay, that's totally fine. So select the building floor, change the exterior color. I want it to be that. Is that? Oh, what have I done? That's not what I wanted. I want to grab that color there, and then I want to change this floor up here to be that color so it looks like an accent at the top of the building. because we're fancy like that, even though this floor is actually going to be miserable. Yeah, I really like that, actually. If I just change... Oh, Jesus. Oh, wow, that frame rate. If I just turn the HUD off for a second. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. I think it looks cool. So that'll do. Customer support, I guess, can just have another 45 employees and be split across the two buildings. Or we just do customer support 2. That could work. And have customer support 2 working different shifts. So, yeah, let's do that. Customer support currently works 8 until 4. So, 5 until 11 will be customer support 2. So, let me rename you customer support 1. Then customer support 2. That's 23. Customer support 2 is, sort by name very quickly. Customer support 2 is going to be 5 p.m., which is there, until 11 p.m. And that should be fine. Select this room very quickly. Go to change team, customer support 2. Beautiful. We do need to give customer support an office, but obviously we're going to do it in the way that we usually do, which is giving them this office here. So switch team to customer support 2. And there we go. So that'll probably help things a little bit once we get the actual people in here. So hire employees. We're looking for a leader. Generally everything in here. Begin looking. And skill. Someone who isn't going to leave us in the next couple of years. You are 37. You are short-tempered and a snob. You are a short-tempered flirt, so you'll do the job. You are going to go on customer support 2. We are going to hire you, Monty Floyd. And if we head to CS2... you're currently working in customer support 1, though. I think. No, you're not. That's work. And count is what we're looking for. Employee count is what we're looking for. So Monty Floyd, you are going to be the leader. You are going to be educated in HR management for 3 months. And when you're done, everything will be good. So yeah, very, very excited about getting customer support 2 in here on their miserable floor at the top of that building. Hopefully they enjoy it. Hopefully they like their work. Because if they don't, then I don't particularly care. Let's see. Support teams, customer support. Why are 2 people supporting that? No. Customer support 1 and 2 will be doing support from now on. I'm going to have to go through all of these and change that, which is going to be a little bit of a pain, but we'll not worry too much about it. Support teams. Apparently, Dev 2 is going to be supporting that. Oh man, I've done a lot of wrong stuff here. You know, I realized that I haven't really had a proper look at what our earnings are in a little while, so I wanted to just come in here and have another little sneak peek at it. And it's interesting to see that Wave 7 made 169... Apparently we're still marketing it as well, which is interesting. But 169 million, where Wave 8 has indeed made 214 million pounds. Bug Blocker 4, on the other hand, hasn't really done well at all. It sold 3,500 units with 1,000 refunds and a lot of units still in stock. It's got prominent marketing, but no one really cares for it. Wave 8 still doing amazing. Vision 3D still doing absolutely incredible. Still being marketed, still getting 5 million a month from that with 101,000 refunds to 3.3 million units sold. Highest number of units sold ever in any of our software that I have invented is, in fact, Vision 3D, with Wave 6 actually coming in after that, which is very, very interesting. Wave 6 there making 172 million, actually a little bit more than what Wave 7 made. Very curious indeed. Where Wave 8 last month made 18 million pounds. So I would say the company is still doing all right, despite the fact that we're not releasing stuff all that often. The good news is that in March of 2011, we are going to be releasing Squareface, which means that we will be releasing our first piece of CMS software, content management system software. We'll be releasing our first CMS. And then later this year, we have Bug Blocker 5 going out. I don't know if I expect that to sell or not. I don't know if I particularly care if it sells or not, because in 2012, we have Wave 9 going out in September. That's the only thing that we have going out in 2012, actually. Still no sign of a release date for Battlefield. No sign of a release date for Nerdbox 2 either. But that's fine. Look, we're releasing enough stuff at the minute. We have enough management going that I don't particularly mind if we don't ever get Battlefield out to the people. I don't really mind if Nerdbox 2 never gets done. I mean, I think Nerdbox 2 will get done. I'm just not desperately concerned with the idea that they might not. I'm also slightly considering getting rid of the B and C teams and going back to just having Dev 1 through 7. Because then we can just have every single team working, 8 until 5, 9 until 5, whatever it is, going home, and then it'll skip to the next day. Yes, things might not get done as quickly, but I know for a fact that the majority of the teams will be doing all right, and it also means we can actually have cleaning come in at a time when there's no one in the building, because look at these floors, they are filthy. And there's no way to clean it, because every time the cleaners come in to do something, within a couple of hours, people are getting up to leave and go home, and at the same time, more people are coming in, so yeah, it's not like there's a lot we can do about that. Oh, the console operating system, October 2014. Not bad. We might not ever release anything for it, but not bad. Battlefield, on the other hand, still sitting there with no news whatsoever. Are the game devs even doing anything? That's the mobile devs. Are the mobile devs even doing anything? I realize the mobile devs have been sat there doing nothing for a while. Let's give you guys work on Battlefield, I guess. So mobile devs can do some work on that. They can do a bit of that as well. There we go. And a bit of that as well. There we go. So yeah, maybe the mobile devs will get some stuff done there. That might help give Battlefield a release date, which is still technically being designed. Like, there's a couple people still working on it there, so we might get to see a release date on that still, because they're still working on it. So I don't know. Catherine Watkins is retired. You were a designer in Dev 1A after 21.75 years. Good Lord. It's a long time to be with the company. Very long time to be with the company. So you can't find a stove. You're off to find food though. So yeah, you do you. That's fine. Let's head upstairs and see if anyone's using these spaces up here. Yep, that stuff is still getting used. Still people eating. Beautiful to see. Still absolutely bloody filthy up here. The thing is, I don't know if getting rid of all those teams is a really good idea right now, because I don't know what it would do. Basically, I don't know if the predictions we've been given. I just realized we're releasing an operating system every year. 2013, 2014, 2015. Not bad. Is that an estimate based on the idea that with the current amount of people, it will be done by this point? Or is that the game saying if you have the minimum number of people required to make this, it will be done by this point? I don't quite know how it works, because I'm worried that, if I get rid of Dev 1B and Dev 1C, it's going to hurt the development of Wave 9. I just don't know, but I kind of want to take the chance, because I feel like we have too many people, and I kind of want to bring my frame rate back up, because with the frame rate being so low, it is just causing so many problems. So Dev 1B, I feel like, okay, you know what? I feel like Wave isn't what I want to take the chance on here. We'll do it with Bug Blocker, which is Dev 2. So Dev 1, A, B, and C can stay. Dev 2, B, we're going to select everybody. We're going to fire them. It doesn't seem to have fired everybody, though. There's still, yeah, that just hired everyone again. Select all employees, please, and fire them, please. 60 workers. Goodbye. That didn't fire them. I want to fire you as well, team leader. They don't seem to be... Oh, no, they're going. They're going. They're leaving. There we go. So everybody's going. Dev2C, employees. Select all and fire all 61 workers there, please. So Dev2C is gone. Dev2B is... It's still got a few people in it. Select all and fire. There we go. So they're all gone as well. So now what we do is we disband this team and we disband this team. And we'll see what happens with that. So that's the antivirus. The 3D editor, we're going to keep them working on that because that will make a lot of money. The 2D editor is being done by Dev 4. So that's probably all right. So that's only Dev 2A that's working on that now, so that's fine. Let's get rid of Dev 4, because I don't think the 2D editor really... I don't think it needs that many employees working on it. So employees, select all, and fire. And let's... Employees there. Select all and fire. There we go. So get rid of everybody in these teams. Select all there and fire them. I think it is just having trouble because it's trying to calculate all of the getting rid of people right now. Employees here, they still have their leader who really needs to go because he's constantly hiring people right now. So that's going to help clear that team out. Select everybody and fire. Only one person left there, one person left on each team, and now none. Okay. So that's Dev 4 has been chopped down a little bit to just the one team. My frame rate has already improved. It's back up to like mid-20s at the moment. It is still going to take a hit now and then when people start arriving, but thus far, we're okay. We have just released Squareface, which is beautiful news, which means that in theory, Squareface 2 is going to be getting worked on. Curious to see what kind of money we're going to make on that. Very curious to see what kind of money Squareface is going to make. It cost what to make? Squareface was a £7.9 million investment. It is good quality, which is fine by me. So start printing copies of Squareface. That's never going to get old. Ah, there we go. There's that single-digit frame rate again. Down to a low of 6 right there. Just in case you were curious. 6 whole frames per second. Perfect. And before someone comes in like, oh, your PC's terrible. Yeah, no. No, you're factually wrong. Let me look at my employees. How many people are we down to? 1,369. Not as low as I thought it would be. Oh, boy. Okay, who else can we get rid of here? I feel like office software doesn't need that many people. So 6, I feel like 6 and 7... can be cut apart as well a little bit. So let's get rid of 6, pause the game, and employees here. Select all and fire. Dev here, select, no, Dev C, employees, please. Select all and fire them. Select all again and fire them. For some reason, it's not firing these guys. There we go. Let me just disband Dev 6B and 6C. Then do the same with these guys. We'll pause the game so it doesn't go weird when I try to fire them. There we go. So they're all gone. And 7C as well is going to be a similar story. Select all and fire them. Right, so that's going to be fine. Disband those teams. Disband that team as well. And let's see. So Dev 1A comes in at 8, leaves at 4. That's fine. 2A is 8 until 4. So 8 until 4 is the time that these teams will be working from. And that's totally okay. So that'll be fine. That's going to help the frame rate again. And I'm curious to see if this kind of experiment does work. I'm curious to see if we really do need as many people as I had. We're down to 1,125 employees at this point. That's still a ridiculous number by every stretch of the imagination, not just some of them. Every single stretch of every imagination. But that's fine. We'll have ourselves a little look. We can hope that Squareface Square face makes some good money. I do sincerely hope it makes some good money. I also want to go into my staff here for a second because I feel like I want to just like select everybody and fire everybody and rehire them. So, oh god, I have to individually click all of them. Are you kidding? Can I like right click you and say dismiss? Did that get rid of all of you? I think it did because the game's frozen. Yeah, no, the game is very much. Oh, hello. That got rid of most of them, which is not bad. Dismiss you as well. I feel like that didn't get rid of everyone, but it'll do. I can just go through here and really rapidly click this, right? Is that a thing I can do? Just like rapidly click dismiss? Tell me this is working. It's kind of difficult to... I mean, yeah, it's working. There we go. Right, so the cooks are all going to go, and that's fine. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to hire a lot of maintenance, and they're all going to come in at 8 a.m. Actually, no. They're all going to come in at... everybody's going to come in at 4 p.m. except for the cooks. And that'll be fine. So, a lot of maintenance, a lot of cleaning. A ridiculous amount of cleaning is going to be necessary here. So let's just spam click that for a second. A lot of IT support is going to be needed. One receptionist. And other than the receptionist, everybody's going to come in at 4 p.m. So select all of you and say 4 p.m. just like so. And that'll be fine. A lot of cleaning, a lot of IT, a lot of maintenance, one receptionist. The cooks are going to come in at, I honestly think 8 a.m. is probably fine for them, so we'll get quite a few of them there. Couriers. We do need a lot of those as well. So have the couriers come in every day at, say, 4 p.m. as well. No, have the couriers come in at 12 p.m. because that will have them leaving at 4 p.m. as well, so that'll be fine. 12 p.m. till 4 p.m. Okay. So we'll see if that ends up helping a little bit. Because there are fewer teams coming in at night, which means that we should generally have less of a mess in the evenings as well. That's the hope, anyway. We'll see if that ends up working out. There's no guarantees. Obviously no guarantees. But we do have less employees. We have less general staff, so we should be fine. Let's also look back into deals here, because we haven't done any of these in a little while. Just ticked over into April. We'll have a look at our review of What's Its Face in just a second. Let's do some hosting just here, because I want to keep up with the hosting deals, even though we don't really need them anymore. Even though there's no need for hosting deals at this point, because we have absolutely made enough money. So hosting, and a bit of hosting there as well. A little bit of hosting there as well. I'm going to have a quick sip of me mint tea again. So good. It is good. I mentioned it a couple of episodes ago. Mint tea is so good. Right. So, Squareface. It looks okay. Not going to move any copies. Market it some more. Oh, that's rough. Squareface, it sold okay. It made 1.4 million last month, but we might not make back our investment. We'll see. If the marketing picks up a little bit, I think we'll be all right. But we'll absolutely see. I'm also really liking this nice, like, 25 to 30 FPS I'm getting right here. It's nice. It's a nice change of pace, being able to, like, look at this and not have it be a complete slideshow. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's more like it. Oh, that's a good 6 or 7 FPS right there. Oh, God. Those floors, man. Those floors. Oh, God. It's horrible. I feel like we do need 2 waves of cleaners. We need some that come in the mornings, like just after everybody arrives. That's disgusting. Do we even have enough cleaners to fix this? It's difficult to know. It's really difficult. We're going to find out. I mean, this building here is like not so bad. Could be worse. Could definitely be worse. So everybody's getting up. The cleaners are going to be coming in. Are the cleaners gonna be able to do anything about this? Probably not, because some of the teams do still work in the evenings. Yeah. I feel like there's no way to have enough cleaners to sort all of this. Oh, that's relatively clean. So they're sorting that building. They're not sorting this one. Yeah, I really feel like there's no way. Oh my god! Cattlefield has a release date! October 2014, we are going to release Cattlefield. Man, I'm okay with that. I'm very much okay with that. So October 2014 has that. It has the console OS, which is annoying. We have 3 things releasing in October of 2014. A 3D editor. We have, what is it called? Vision 3D Edition 2. We have Digital Desk, Cattlefield, and Nerdbox 2. So we're going to need to like immediately port Cattlefield to Nerdbox 2, which is going to be tricky. Can I even see Cattlefield in here currently? No, I can't. No, hold on. What am I doing? No, not Cattlefield. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a game engine. What did we use for Cattlefield? Oh god, what did we use? Was it Polygonal Thought? It must have been, right? It couldn't have... It had to be. Can I see if Polygonal Thought was used in Cattlefield here? No, it's only in Plain Hero. That's annoying. Okay. I don't remember, but I have to assume that we used Polygonal Thought. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to port Polygonal Thought to... What, can I do this? I don't know if I can do this. Nerdbox 2, yeah. Okay, that's fine. So, this isn't actually gonna be possible, technically. I don't think. Because I think what it's gonna... Yeah, it's gonna wait for release. So the porting's done. But what it means is Polygonal Thought is immediately gonna be working on Nerdbox 2 when it releases. Which is important because it means we can then immediately port Cattlefield over to Nerdbox 2 as well. So that's big. We're releasing the console and we're releasing the game. Admittedly, the game isn't going to be marketed. Like, we're not marketing the game based on the fact that it's releasing on Nerdbox 2. That's not how the game works. That's not a calculation that Software Inc. is going to do. That's still cool, though, that we have Cattlefield basically as a launch title for... like our next generation, well, it's not a console, that's misleading. It is a console operating. I like to pretend it's a console, okay? Because it sounds cooler than, oh, making a console operating system. Like, it's why I like the hardware mod for this. Because it lets you make hardware. It lets you make components and all that stuff. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm actually really happy with this. We have still got Bug Blocker 5 releasing this year. Next year, we have Wave 9. The following year, we have Vision 3 Edition 2. We also have Squareface 2. Speaking of which, Squareface might make a profit. I feel like there's a chance that Squareface will make a profit. I feel like we don't need to be printing any more of that, though, so we're not going to bother doing that. But I definitely feel like there's a solid chance that we might see a profit from Squareface. Vision 3D is definitely dropping off a little bit. Still, I mean, 2.9 million this... How long has that been out? Vision 3D was released in January of 2008. So, over 3 years later, and it's still making a couple of million per month. So that's fine. That is totally fine. We're spending... I think our expenses are... No, wow, I just realized how much we're spending on our internet. Yeah, our bills are ridiculously pricey. Distribution costs a lot of money as well. Speaking of which, our digital distribution thing is doing pretty well. We've got like a 50% share in the digital distribution market, which has dropped down a little bit here and there, but I think we're doing all right. The fact that like 50% of what we make is digital is not bad. It kind of means that the I assume that means that printing isn't as big of a deal as it used to be. I assume we don't need as many physical copies. And I assume that's why there's maybe weird numbers here and there in like, hey, you only printed this many copies, but you sold this many. I imagine that's kind of what that's about. Although it's difficult to tell. I don't really pay that much close attention to the numbers. But whatever. It's fine. Let's go ahead and get Bug Blocker 5 out to the people. I'm curious to see if that's going to be any good, and then I think I will leave it there for today. I think next time what we'll do is we'll go ahead and just tear the teams apart. We'll get every team working from 8 until 4. We'll have cleaning come in afterwards. We're going to just take a step back with the company numbers because I feel like we don't need that many people. I feel like I would like the higher frame rates, and I feel like I don't want to have 24/7 development anymore because I don't think we need it. I don't think it's as valuable as I assumed it was. Because at the end of the day, if you make something really bloody good anyway, it's whether or not, you know, yeah, you'll maybe lose a couple of million here and there, but as long as the company's afloat, that's all I'm really interested in. So at this point, I don't think I need to worry about 24/7 development. And to be honest, I don't think it was a good idea from the get-go, just because it's tanked my frame rate, and because what it's done is, you know, it's made the game run slower, basically. These last couple of episodes, the episodes this week have just been a bit slower, because of the fact that the frame rate's lower. The animations are stuttering a little bit. The game's stuttering a tiny little bit. But I'm glad that we could still do this. Like, as much as I think it wasn't the best idea, I'm still glad that we could, we had the option to go for this kind of ridiculousness. Monica McCormick has retired. You were an artist. That's fine. As long as it's not someone that's like, oh, there's the army of cleaners coming in. Man, I feel like we need more cleaners. Like, they're all in this building. Like, just all in that one building. And then they didn't really touch anywhere else. That's kind of ridiculous. I'll tell you what we're going to do. I am actually going to hire a proper army of cleaners. So I am just going to, like, spam click the heck out of this button. So just as many as I can get, just loads of them, just obscene amounts of cleaners. It's gonna do scary things when they get here, but I think it's totally necessary. I really do. Oh, the game's freezing. There we go. Good. My patent for auto-tune ran out. That's fine. We're making enough money without it. I don't even know if we got anything from royalties on that. So there we go. Couriers, cooks, cleaning. There it is. Cleaning. Lots and lots of cleaning. You guys, all 176 of you, can come in at 4 p.m. Oh, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of cleaners. 176 of them. I don't know. I don't know. I just got rid of hundreds of people from my staff. And we've now got 176 cleaners that are going to be turning up at 4 p.m. That's not good. Those are not good numbers. Oh man, this is dangerous. The good news is next month Bug Blocker 5 is going out. Very curious to see how that ends up doing. Very curious to see how that ends up doing. So the army of cleaners should have just, well, not the entire army because they won't be here today. But an army of cleaners will be showing up in August. That's going to be interesting. That is, that's going to be very interesting. Right, it is ticking over into August. An employee went on vacation. 8 have called in sick. We should have Bug Blocker 5 going out. There we go. Bug Blocker 5 has gone out. It cost how much to make? 1.2 million. It's mediocre, which is better than the last one. Which is good. It was actually a year after the previous one. I'm hoping that with, it seems like they're iterating on it. I'm wondering if that's maybe a thing that the game does, which is like, hey, you're doing automation. The first one might not be great, but the second one will be better because they've already like learned a lot. What's more is a lot of the teams that are doing automated work at the moment are not amazing at what they do, so I'm hoping we'll see some good stuff. I'm hoping that Bug Blocker, this new one, Bug Blocker 5, is going to be good. I will say, I want to go in here and I want to go to Bug Blocker, and I do want to port it just to make sure that it's okay. So Bug Blocker is going to go on, let's see. There's not really any modern systems with a lot of users that it's not already on. So I think we might be all right. There's not much sense in trying to put it onto Nerdbox 2. So we're probably okay. Hopefully. I mean, we'll see what happens. It does need to make a considerable amount of money. I'm also aware that in just a couple of seconds, we're going to have that army of cleaners show up, which, man, I'm nervous. I'm just going to, you know what? I'm just going to save the game real quick because I don't want it to crash when 174 cleaners turn up. I really don't. So I don't want to lose everything. I mean, I know it auto saves, but I want to be able to like load it right back up immediately to like this point. 13 frames per second at the moment is kind of the average we're getting. So what happens when we throw 174 cleaners into the mix? Right, so you retired. I assume you were an artist. No, you were a designer. That's fine. So what's going to happen here? Frame rate is not amazing. The floor, oh my god. Oh, there they are. There they are. They're trying desperately to actually clean. Oh, oh wow. It's a proper art. They're being led by this guy. Oh wow, look at that nonsense. Look at that nonsense. Where are they going? What are they doing? They're not even cleaning. They didn't even clean. They just walked around. They just marched around my company. What? Okay. Bug Blocker. I mean, that's all right. It actually made more than Bug Blocker 4. And assuming that we're okay and can do well with marketing, it should be all right. Oh, that's ridiculous. Those cleaners, man. Those cleaners are just silly. Anyway, ladies and gents, I'm going to leave it there for today. That Bug Blocker release is going to be the last release until next September when Wave 9 is going to go out. So hopefully Vision 3D continues to make money between now and then. Hopefully Bug Blocker will pick up a little bit. 2012 going to be a slow year for the company. 2013, though, is going to be an interesting one because we have a 2D editor going out. We have a CMS going out. And we have our first phone operating system in how many years? Let's have a little bit of a look just here. Phone operating system. Okay. Yeah. First phone operating system in over 10 years. It'll be 12 years since the release of Nbox Mobile. So here's hoping that, here's sincerely hoping that, what do we call it? Nano ends up being amazing. Because if it isn't, then we're going to have spent a lot of money on a phone operating system, which won't really do all that well. So we'll see what happens. Either way, I'm going to leave it there for today. Ladies and gents, thank you kind of for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!